Good morning, guys. Welcome to day 2 of your asynchronous virtual learning. I hope yesterday's lesson went well for you yesterday, that the videos helped, and that you got some good practice in with solving linear equations. We're just going to be continuing today to do more practice with solving two-step and more equations. And I had a couple other examples I wanted to show you. So first, you're going to be watching this video. Then you have a pixel art practice I think you'll find to be kind of fun, which is on a Google Doc. And then you're going to be taking an It's Learning quiz. So let's look at a couple of examples. In the video yesterday on Math Antics, you saw how, or they did a couple problems where they talked about having a fraction bar, which could also mean a grouping symbol, but I wanted to go into a little bit more depth on that, especially because you're going to see some problems like this on today's work. So I wanted to work through a couple of examples. Now, what I want you to see in this problem, x plus 4 divided by 5 equals 5, is please notice that this is different from, let's see, this problem right here. Notice in the one I have in blue, the x plus 4 is being divided by 5. But the one I just wrote in pink, what's being divided here? Only the x. So please don't look at this problem in blue and be thinking, oh, I'm just going to solve it like I would solve the problem in pink. They're actually two very different problems. What this problem is actually saying is x divided by 5 plus 4 divided by 5 equals 5, okay? But they've just shortened it by putting the x plus 4 all together over the fraction symbol. And remember in the video yesterday, he said when you see something like this, you can think of the fraction bar, yes, it means division, but it's also as if there were grouping symbols like parentheses above whatever you see there. Now, we could certainly solve it the way I've written here in pink. It's just that it's a little bit more complicated. So let's talk about solving it right here. So what is happening to the x plus 4? Well, that entire thing, not just the x, but the x plus 4 is being divided by 5. And what's the opposite of being divided by 5? Being multiplied by 5. So I'm going to draw my line down to show my balanced equation. I'm going to multiply this side by 5, and of course, whatever I do to one side, I do to the other. On this side, my 5's cancel each other out. So I'm left with just x plus 4. On the right-hand side, 5 times 5, of course, is 25. And now you can see, hopefully, that we're at a very simple one-step equation. The inverse operation of plus 4 is minus 4. Do it to this side as well. My 4's cancel each other out. And I have x is equal to 21. Now, as I mentioned, we could solve this problem. Let's see, whoops, sorry about that. Let's see. Okay, the problem in blue is the same thing as what I've written right here by having x divided by 5 and the 4 divided by 5. And technically speaking, you could solve it this way. I don't know why you would want to, but I want to show you. What you would do here is what is the inverse of plus 4/5 minus 4/5. I would need to do the same thing over here. I'm left with x over 5 because I'm bringing that down. My 4/5 cancel each other out. 5 minus 4/5 leaves me 4 and 1/5. What's happening to the x? It's being divided by 5, so I will multiply by 5. Multiply this side by 5. 5's cancel. Now I have a mixed number times a whole number, so now I've got to convert. Well, 4 and 1/5 becomes 21 over 5 times 5. Oh, I've got a whole number. I've got to put it over 1. Let's see, 21 times 5 is 105 over 5, and that simplifies to 21. So just taking a look here at these two versions, I don't know about you, but I'd much rather just multiply the entire thing by 5 rather than break it down like this. All right, let's look at another example. We have negative 12 plus x over 2 equals 2. So what is happening to this entire part up top is negative 12 plus 2. The entire part of it is being divided by 2. So we are going to undo that by multiplying by 2. If I do it to one side, I do it to the other. My 2's cancel. I am left with negative 12 plus x equals 4. The inverse of negative 12 is positive 12, so I will do that to both sides. I end up with x is equal to 16. So I'm hoping those examples will help you with some of the work that you're going to be doing today. Now, I mentioned that you're going to be doing a pixel art assignment, so let me show you what that's like. When you come over to our It's Learning page and you look at the lesson, the asynchronous virtual lesson for Friday the 7th, it will say in your resources, Pixel Art Two-Step Equations. So you will click on that, and it tells you that you're going to practice solving two-step equations with this pixel art assignment. And you have your directions down here. Notice in blue, I've told you there are 2 different levels. You guys, because you're an advanced class, are going to be doing level 2. It deals with negatives. All right, so I'm going to click on that. You're going to be asked to make a copy. And I will warn you, sometimes making a copy of this assignment does take a little bit longer. So if you're getting the spinning wheel of death, please be patient, it will happen. All right, notice once it does open up, it tells you, and this is pretty important, that the best view is when you set your zoom to 50 to 75%, and you'll understand why here shortly. I'm gonna go ahead and change that to 50. I know it looks small at first, but bear with me. So you've got all your directions here, but you also will notice down at the bottom you have directions, level 1 and level 2. So it tells you that you're going to be solving each equation, and you will get these pixels on this picture for your correct answer. Your correct answer, when you first type it in, it's going to change colors from red to black, and you will get colored pixels on the right. So in other words, okay, so you click on level 2, and this is what you're going to end up with, right? So we have 14x minus 1 equals negative 57. You will type in your answer up here. So let's just go ahead and solve this one really quickly. Let's see, I'm going to do plus 1 plus 1. Sorry, I don't have a lot of room here. So I have 14x equals negative 56. I am going to divide both sides by 14. And negative 56 divided by a positive 14, obviously my answer is going to be a positive. Let's see, I get 4. Okay, what you're actually going to do though, of course, is you're going to be typing in that 4. So let's see if I can get this going here. So first, notice it showed up as red. Oops. And when I go on to my next problem, if I had the correct answer, 4, it would change colors. You'll notice it didn't change colors. Do I have the right answer? No. So I need to go back up to it. What's wrong with my 4? It should have been a what? A negative 4. Okay, so let's see if we got it right this time. I typed in negative 4 and it changed to black, and it's correct. And some of my pixels started filling in. So that will be your assignment after you watch this video. And then finally, you will finish up with a quiz. You have several attempts on the quiz, and we will take the best grade that you get on it. All right, I hope you get some good practice in with this. And again, please, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. See you guys later. Bye.